Tournament win. You know, you do say it all the time that serving pass is the name of the game, but I mean, this seemed
really
like a pretty clear
tonight.
example that was the difference tonight.
Yeah, we were in the locker room afterwards, and the ratio, we had 1 ace to 6 errors. So normally you'd say that's not a great ratio, but we served outstanding. In fact, in the third game, KU got some first ball kills on, and I turned to Angie and I was like, they haven't been in system at all, because that hasn't happened. But I mean, KU's so lethal in system, so we told them, you got to serve aggressively, and we're going to take some errors to do that. But if they're in system, they'll beat you. And you know, we had to win the serve and pass game to have a chance, and fortunately, we did that well tonight.
What do you think the reason for? I mean, sometimes if you're in system, you obviously feel better about what you're going to put up as far as a set goes. But it seems like all of your hitters got into a pretty good rhythm early in the match, and it kind of stayed that way.
Yeah.
What do you think was? I mean, why would you attribute everybody being kind of locked in from the start?
Well, I think both teams are going to. It's a big match,
yeah.
you know, so you're going to be ready to go. The big thing that we told the team was, hit hard, like go for it. You know, we had to be aggressive. KU is too good to give them opportunities to score, and particularly when Payne is up. You know, we said if we are serving and we dig a ball, the next ball has to be a kill. You have to go for it. And I thought we did a really good job of converting. And then we contained Payne pretty well. You know, we wanted, you know, she just can't. She's going to get kills, but she struggled some tonight. You know, she didn't have the numbers that she typically has, and you know, whether we were a part of that or not, that's obviously a big part of their offense. And I mean, I just have so much respect for KU and think they're such a great team, and so. You know, and it's such an incredible atmosphere. So it was a fun one. The players said how fun it was tonight.
It seemed like they were having fun. I know the block numbers weren't great early on, but it seemed like you were getting a lot of touches. Even if they were getting kills off of it, the hands were there.
Yeah.
And it seemed like that was starting to frustrate them. That no matter where they were hitting, there was always 2 or 3 or 4 hands in front of them.
You know, same thing. If we don't get a touch on the ball, most of their hitters are going to put the ball on the ground. So. Again, you know, we're not, obviously we'd prefer an ace block, but that's not, you know, a soft touch is a beautiful block in our gym, and I thought we did that well. And then again, converted pretty well out of it.
I guess 7-2, you wish you were 9-0, but you knew the schedule was going to have some ups and downs. Like, you knew you were going to be tested. Do you like how your team is grading out in that test so far?
Well, if you'd told me at the beginning would I take 7-2, I would have taken it in a heartbeat.
Yep.
So I didn't go in expecting to be 9-0 at this point. I'm jazzed about the way they played this weekend. I told them I didn't feel bad after the Purdue loss. I think they felt really bad, but what I liked was our third and fourth game. I really thought we responded well. You know, I thought we played pretty clean against Belmont. And, you know, I thought we played a really good match tonight. So they can enjoy it for a little while, and it doesn't get any easier next week. We're going to play 2 top 25 teams next week. So it'll be tough again. And, you know, the last 2 weekends we've dropped a match. So the question is whether we can sustain high-level play, you know, back-to-back days.
Having to learn that lesson.
Right.
Congratulations. Ready? So I guess another big weekend. You knew this one was going to be a little bit different because KU obviously had the revenge angle. These fans were itching to see you guys again. How did you handle the environment? You know, obviously it's like you did last December, but how did you guys deal with it?
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to be loud, so, I mean, everything that happened was expected. You know, the band is loud, the fans are loud, but we just dialed in and stayed focused on our side of the net. So, yeah.
I guess when the offense was clicking like it was early on, I mean, how easy did it help you settle into that when everybody's kind of in a good rhythm? Lydia, with pretty much you, Marissa, Taryn, it seemed like there was a lot of good rhythm early on offensively.
Yeah, when Lydia's putting up a good ball and our defense is digging balls, it makes it so much easier. And just, I mean, for Lydia, just knowing she can trust any hitter, I mean, she loves that. So really, we're just doing it for her. We're doing it for each other, and it works out.
I guess 21-17 in the third set, maybe one that, I mean, you guys know you have a margin for error at that point, and that you can let one go to KU and still have 4 and 5, but you guys didn't seem to let that one go. You kind of dug deep at that point and overcame something that probably
I did not want to go to 4 sets, man. I really wanted to get it done in 3, and I mean, like you said, you know, you can give some points here and there, and you can fight your way back, but we just wanted to get it done as quick as we could and get out of there.
Tell me about the long rally, because I could literally see you taking deep breaths as the point is going on, and then you finish it by 2.
I was trying to meditate the entire time. The entire game, I was in through my nose, out through my mouth. But I mean, you got to treat, yeah. I mean, you got to stay within yourself. I mean, when I find myself struggling, it's when I'm trying to do things that I don't normally do that are out of my comfort zone. So when I just stay focused and do what I know what I'm good at, that's when it works out. So
I don't know if you noticed it or not, but KU was looking frustrated on their side of the net. I mean, does your team see that? Do you feed off of the fact that you're frustrating them and you can clearly see it on their face?
I don't want to say anything that's going to make other teams like mad.
Look for the edge.
But yeah. I mean, we could definitely tell that we were getting them out of their rhythm. Our serving was really great tonight, and it got them out of system, which they aren't used to. So, I mean, once we start running, we just try to keep it going.
Successful weekend, I guess. First, take me through maybe the last couple moments after the Purdue loss, and kind of what you saw out of the group as far as how they were taking that, because it seemed like you guys were pretty locked in the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, after every loss, you always have to think, okay, what went wrong? What can we learn from that? And, you know, you can dwell on it for about 10 minutes, but then you got to bounce back. And so I think we took it more as like a learning opportunity than as a, oh, poor me kind of thing. So we really grew from that match and bounced back.
You knew tonight was going to be something different. I mean, the crowd was hungry to play you again. The Kansas was hungry to play you again. How did you settle in so early into that match? What were the keys to kind of getting yourselves into a rhythm so the rest of the stuff didn't affect you?
I think we just had to come out with confidence. We knew that they wanted to kick our butts. You know, they had fire behind them. So we just wanted to match their, eagerness and just go out there and have confidence and play fun. We play so well when we're relaxed and we just believe in ourselves and believe in each other. So whether it was Kansas, Purdue, or Belmont, no matter who was on the other side of the net, we just wanted to play for us.
Serve and pass is the name of the game, and it looked like from the start that was edge Creighton.
Yeah.
How much of a difference does that make as far as not only getting your hitters into a good rhythm and yourself into a rhythm with them, but also getting them out of system a lot?
I think it was all the difference. I mean, we were in system almost all the time. I think we passed a 2-5, which is just incredible. And they were out of system every time. And I know, especially as a setter, it's really frustrating when you're not in system. And so to just have that every time, and we had 4 or 5 options sometimes coming at them. So I'm glad that I wasn't on their side of the net when we were passing that well. But it definitely made all the difference in that match.
Talk about the blocking a little bit, because the numbers weren't reflecting it early in the match, but it felt like you guys were getting a lot of touches. Even if they were ending in points for Kansas, rolling off your hands, it felt like your hands were always there on either side of the net. How locked in was the scheme tonight?
Yeah, that was huge. Just getting touches slows it down tremendously, and it's frustrating as a hitter to know that they keep touching you the block. So I think we just slowed them down, and even though we weren't getting roofs, we were just taking them out of system, and they were getting frustrated. And we just kept at it. You know, they hit high. They're tall, they're physical, they're great athletes. So sometimes they were going to hit over us, and we said, you know what, awesome, let them celebrate, let the crowd go wild. But we're the ones that they are hitting low, that's when we got to execute. And I think we did just that.
So at 21-17.